In an era where many think of heavyweight boxing as a farcical circus, Britain's Lennox Lewis has been shadowing himself into the history books. His undisputed mark on boxing need not be questioned anymore. Quite simply, he is the best. The undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the highest accolade bestowed upon the Brit from Muhammad Ali in 2002. Lennox moved to Canada at the formative age of 12 and took up the art of fighting with Arnie Bowen, his coach, friend and father figure, overlooking his amateur career of 95 wins, 9 losses, 52 by stoppage. At high school, Lennox excelled at many sports including basketball, volleyball, track and field, American football and soccer. After losing a football game at school, Lennox once said, "I refuse to cry. I've got bigger things to come. There's a lot more for me to achieve in life than this little high school championship." He knew exactly what he wanted and how he was going to get it, and on the menu was boxing. Lennox was a diligent, vigorous trainer of the sweet science of boxing. Big things started with his first gold medal win at the World Junior Championship in 1983, and in 1984 he won silver at the Olympics. A tremendous athlete, he rejected the financial temptations to ascend to a gold medal in the 1988 Seoul Olympics. Turning professional in 1989, he went on to win the European title in 1990 against Jean Chenet and followed this up with the British Commonwealth Heavyweight Championship in 1992 against Derek Williams. Lennox was officially crowned the World Boxing Council's Heavyweight Champion of the World on January 14, 1993, when he also became the first British Heavyweight World Champion. Lennox has successfully defended his title against the American #1 challenger Tony Tucker in Las Vegas and stopped the Briton Frank Bruno in 7 rounds at Cardiff Arms Park, Wales, in the same fashion that Mike Tyson had done a year earlier. In September 1994, Lennox unexpectedly lost his WBC title to what many experts called a lucky punch thrown by Oliver McCall of the USA at Wembley Stadium in London. It took a further 3 years, but in February 1997, Lennox became the first ever British boxer to regain the world title when he defeated Oliver McCall to reclaim the World Boxing Council heavyweight title. Taking on all comers, he defended against Andrew Golota, Tommy Morrison, Henry Akinwade, Evander Holyfield and Franz Botha, just to name a few, just some of the biggest names in boxing. In April 2001, South Africa witnessed the fall of Lennox when he faced Hashim Rahman. But he was to rise from the ashes. It was merely a trip, and he turned the world on its head by avenging the loss to Rahman. He showed the character of a true champion to come back. Back on top of his game and still looking to take on all comers, Lennox turned his attentions to Mike Tyson, an old boxing adversary of his. On June 8, 2002, Lennox and Tyson came face to face at the Pyramid Arena in Memphis. Many experts determined this to be the biggest fight in the history of boxing. It didn't disappoint. Lennox the winner. But before the pair faced off, the sport of boxing took a further step in arrears. A news conference to announce the title fight between Lennox and Tyson was disrupted by a mass brawl. The two boxers were standing on podiums on the stage at the front of the conference venue when Tyson suddenly walked across towards Lennox and appeared to throw a punch at another man standing next to the Briton. In scenes more reminiscent of a wrestling bout, a mass fight broke out involving the two fighters and around 20 other men, staffers for the two. Overcoming popular belief, Lennox had taken the sport back to a world of elegance and sportsmanship, to the old-fashioned world of boxing. And with that came the highest accolades in boxing, many world titles.